I'm gonna try to be as helpful as possible because I don't actually think that I'm that good at this myself. So in terms of how do I make really big ones, the answer is that I just do, and that's obviously not a good answer. For Venus, I legitimately just looked at the reference and then copied it, like a printer. I started from the bottom, which was the most narrow and small part. That gave me a really good idea of just how big things were going to get. And then I went 2 pegboards in height at a time. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And every time I was nearing the end on one section, I would begin the next so that I had a guideline for where I was going. And that was about it. I did the outline, then shading, then normal color, and then highlight all the way up. Now, to actually be useful, when I originally tried to make this video, it got snubbed because I guess the demolition lovers are just not appropriate to see. So if you want to reference what I'm talking about right now, you can go find them in my very first Perler video because that turned out just fine. Lovers are my big first project ever, and I genuinely had no idea what I was doing. So what I chose to do was to just keep printing out different sizes of the lovers until I found what worked best in size. When I finally found the right size, I just taped it all together and then placed my pegboards on top and followed the design. I used the same method for the batter, not because he was giant, but because his jaunty angle confused me. However, if these methods don't work for you, I've got one more option to try. You can place any image you want into a drawing app, I use Fire Alpaca, and select your app's version of the pixel tool, mine's Mosaic. Then crunch to your heart's content. However, if you need more structure when designing, you can change your image to match the size of the pegboards. One board is 29 by 29. So, for a fairly large design like my Gengar, which took about 4 pegboards, that would be 116 by 116, and so on and so on.